with one of the biggest heartbreaks behind him, Grogu leaving him to train with Luke Skywalker, and the darksaber in his hand. With everyone trying to take it away from him, Din Djarin seems to be knee-deep in trouble as he starts his next endeavor, and his visit of Mandalore, where he intends to sit on the throne and change how things work once and for all. It seems like the Star Wars universe has already been reborn, especially after the news of a third season of The Mandalorian coming to Disney+, together with the 3 spin-offs stemming from it in the form of The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic. The first 2 seasons of the series were without a doubt a success, with the third season gearing up to be an even bigger one. Regarding the success it will probably garner, but also the events that are about to unfold over the course of it. The filming of the third season has officially kicked off a couple of months ago. Thus, the likely period in which we might get the third season of the series seems to be the second half of 2022. The series will continue to deliver in the cast side of things, as many new characters are rumored to be making their debut in the series, but more on that a little later. Pedro Pascal, on the other hand, is the first one to mention from the cast members, as he will yet again go on an adventure in the leading role as Din Djarin, with both Carl Weathers and the big baddie Giancarlo Esposito also back in the mix. Katie Sackhoff will surely return, as there is still the plot arc of the Darksaber and who should be the wielder of it. A plot thread we think will play a huge role in the third season of the series. One of the most shocking guest appearances has to be the Jedi Master himself, young Luke Skywalker, who single-handedly destroyed all the Dark Troopers with complete ease on Moff Gideon's light cruiser. After the dust has settled, he confirmed that he came for Grogu in order to take him and train him in the ways of the Jedi. Then we were able to see where the training takes place, on a mysterious forest planet where a Jedi temple is being built, which we think will also be the place where Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, will be trained as a young Padawan when his time comes. One of the most unknown elements in the series so far is why Moff Gideon is in pursuit of Grogu, with the fans, and we're still not close to finding out as to why he wants this 50-year-old who can see the future and the one that can save the entire universe. The other major thing about the series moving forward is the issue of the Darksaber, a weapon that now rightfully belongs to Mando, and him to be the wielder of it after defeating Gideon in a fair battle. This came as a huge surprise to Bo-Katan, as he was the one who needs the blade to reclaim the throne of Mandalore. Finally, there are the Imperial forces that need to be dealt with. Gideon may be captured for now, but he is not dead yet. The stragglers are still at large throughout the galaxy, which might go on to show how the First Order came to be. The cloning and experimentations with Grogu's blood seem to be the hint we needed that goes in the direction of how Snoke was created. However, this is just a theory, so do not take our word for it just yet. Oh, and we almost forgot. Thanks to Ahsoka, we might be looking at the next potential big baddie of this series, Grand Admiral Thrawn, who is traversing the vast space of the galaxy somewhere at the moment. The second season finale showed that, weirdly enough, Bo-Katan is no more the heir to the throne of the planet Mandalore. Instead, Din Djarin himself is poised to become the true ruler of the Mandalorians, which is due mostly to the accidentally won prize in the form of the Darksaber in a fight he gets tried to avoid.
The Force is what gives him his powers, created by all living things, and discipline.
The third season is coming, there is no doubt about. In 2022, nevertheless, and one of the main plot threads of the third season will surely present itself in the form of the term we would like to call space politics. This could go on to change the entire series and how we view the series. Instead of our knowledge fully focused on Din being the bounty hunter he is, we could be, instead, being torn between that and the scope of the show, and it encompasses all of the political machinings of the galaxy. This would also explain more and more about the previous installments of all the projects that are part of the Star Wars universe, and the world building we got in the Force Awakens would be changed altogether. This move of the series, with Mando becoming a ruler of Mandalore, could prove to be one of the most interesting things of the series moving forward. The one thing that has been kind of the staple throughout all of the latest sequels of the Star Wars universe. One thing we can all be sure about is that Mandalore will play a huge part in the third season of The Mandalorian. It is the place where Mando will probably head next after his failed attempt to see Grogu on the forest planet, which saw him giving armor to Ahsoka, who was the one to stop him from seeing Grogu. because of the side effects the two meeting each other could have on Grogu's future of his training. Din Djarin has been on many missions so far, across the entire galaxy. However, this next one-of-a-kind adventure of his, we think will have one of the biggest impacts when the entire universe is taken into consideration, because, as we can recall, in the Clone Wars era, the planet Mandalore declared itself neutral between the Republic and the Separatists. At the time, Mandalore was officially a peaceful planet. However, we came to learn that there were still a lot of different Mandalorian warriors hanging around, and it was exactly those warriors that never sided with anyone. A roster which also includes the likes of Bo-Katan. Thus, with everything so far taken into consideration, and everything put together with Mando's intention of taking the throne of Mandalore, it seems like the third season of the series is gearing up to showcase a period of growth and expansion for the New Republic, which could be the case as more and more good people are getting put into power on big planets. Enough of that. Yeah, there will be a lot of shifts and changes that will impact the entire Star Wars universe. However, what about the most unique things about the series so far? The cast, and each and every character that has appeared so far. They all have a saying in all of it, right?
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Well, the fans of the Star Wars universe should not worry about anything, as first and foremost, you will all be taken care of when the television content is concerned. The Book of Boba Fett delighted us with such a nice setting of the series, with events that never came through to us up until now, and one of the most nicest things we saw from the series were probably the returning members we knew from back then, but also some new characters getting introduced, which we think will also be the case for the upcoming third season of the Mandalorian series, as it has been rumored that the number of new members joining the cast group will be much bigger when compared to the ones that are returning, both from the previous seasons, but also the Star Wars universe as a whole. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the series so far? Who would you say is one of the best showcased characters outside of Din Djarin? But also, what would you like to see happen in the upcoming third season of the series? The one thing that would push us outside of our comfort zone. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I will give my life to protect the child, but he will not be safe until he masters his abilities.